All right, we want to welcome in John and Tracy Darr from down at Stanley's Produce. And you know, the Apple Festival's coming up this weekend, and it is here. This is your all's busiest weekend of the year.
Yes, we've got the whole entire front of the courthouse. We have like 5 booths. We set up a kitchen. We have apples. And you know, we'll discuss all that. But it is just a big time.
Right. My wife is actually, you know, she's going to take the day off and come over and volunteer with you all.
Yes, we're so blessed to have anybody that wants to help.
But it is a big time. I mean, the Apple Festival is always a big crowd, and they're right there in downtown Irwin, and they've done some beautification to downtown, and that town is really revitalized.
It has.
Downtown, and I'm looking forward to this year's Apple Festival.
And
I know several thousand people are too.
Yes, especially since they didn't have it last year. I think it's going to be even more crowded.
Right. All of our shows this year that didn't have last year, they've been a lot bigger this year. So maybe the Apple Festival will be at the same.
At Apple Festival, we've got to keep a couple things to keep in mind. Because of a late freeze, apple crops got hurt a little bit, especially over in western North Carolina.
Yes, they lost 60% of their crop. So we only have about a 40% crop. We will have plenty of apples, and they'll be beautiful and great quality, but we're not going to have as many varieties as we normally do. We usually have at the Apple Festival 22 varieties.
Wow.
So we'll probably have maybe 15 or 16.
Just 15 or 16. Just 15 or 16. But there'll be apples there, and you all have got all the sweet stuff covered too. So because, you know, we're going to be talking about apple dumplings coming up here in a moment, but you're going to have those pumpkin rolls, and the big seller for you all, those fried apple pies. Yeah. I've already seen about 3,000 people on Facebook, it seems like. Is anybody selling fried apple pies at the Apple Festival? Yes, there will be fried apple pies at the Apple Festival.
And we make them the old-fashioned way. We start with dried apples. We reconstitute them, put our spices in them, and we hand make every single pie.
Oh. And folks, I can vouch for those pies. I've had those. Those are delicious. So you need to go by their booth. Like she said, they're going to be right there in front of City Hall, right there in downtown. We got a little bit left here in this first segment. We're going to put the filling together for these apple dumplings. Show us how we do that, John.
Okay, we go on the way. I've cut the recipe down for people at home, but it's a ½ pound of butter,
melted.
Yeah, 2 cups of sugar.
All right.
And 2 cups of apples. And you can use any apples you want. You can use fresh apples. You can use canned apples. It doesn't matter.
Right. And a little bit of cinnamon. Tip this up just a little bit here so folks can see. A
little bit of cinnamon.
A little bit of cinnamon.
A little bit.
And I like cinnamon. And
wow.
And virtually,
I need you to give me a little bit of money.
And virtually, that's all you do for the apple filling.
Even through this mask, that cinnamon and that apple smell is really just delicious. My mouth is watering on that.
Okay, that's it right there.
And that's the filling.
That's the filling.
And we're going to come back and put these together here in a little bit. We've got a little surprise to show you with that as well, how they do that with a little soft drink action going on as well. Lots going on. I mean, y'all have got a big time coming up this weekend. Folks, they want you to join them right there on the Apple Festival in Irwin. But it is Stanley's Produce and Bakery, located on West Market Street right here in Johnson City.